And a very good morning to you. It is Tuesday morning, the 8th of March, the year 2022. And this is your friend, Angus Buchan, with a thought for the day. If we go to the Gospel of John chapter 10, and I'm reading from verse 3. The sheep hear his voice, and he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. And when he brings out his own sheep, he goes before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. Jesus leads us. He does not chase us from behind. In the West, we use sheepdogs to herd our sheep. But in the Middle East, the shepherds lead their sheep, and their sheep follow them because they know and they hear the shepherd's voice. How does this happen, you might say? Well, because they spend time with him all day long, not just for 5 minutes in the morning. You know, I've got a very dear friend, a very successful forester, and they tell me that when he was operating his huge organization, he was employing over 900 employees. Do you know he would greet each person by name every day? No wonder they worked so well for him. In these turbulent times in which you and I are now living, folk just don't know what to believe. They don't know where to go, and they don't even know what to do. We need to follow the Good Shepherd. Many of us today are just like Thomas, one of the Lord's disciples. Remember Thomas in John chapter 14, verse 5? How can we know the way? And then in verse 6, Jesus, the Good Shepherd, said, Thomas, I am the way. Involve the Good Shepherd today in every single decision you make. You know, there's one man who was one of my heroes. He was a Zulu preacher by the name of William Duma, and he would do nothing without God's permission. Once a group of men came to him and said, we've seen you've done so much work for Jesus. We want to send you to Israel on a tour. They asked him, and they asked a number of other pastors, and all the other pastors put their hands up and they said, yes, please, thank you, God bless you. And the man of God, William Duma, who came from the south coast of KZN, from the Umkomaas mountains, he said, can I let you know tomorrow? I just have to ask permission from my Good Shepherd to see if I can go. One famous preacher once said, the best thing that we can do for people is to make them hearers from heaven. Today, listen to the Good Shepherd, and you won't make a mistake. Jesus bless you and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.